金色ラブリッチェゴールデンタイム。
Oh yeah, this sounds way better than the last game. Not that the music sucked, but I like this way better. What the heck? And then the main menu. Clean. I like it. I like this new song choice too.
ロードするぞ。
Hi, welcome back to some Kinkoi Golden Time. My name is VitaminDStain. Very happy to be back so soon. There's nothing really much to say, so let's get started.
なんだか素敵だね。お姫様が混ざってるのに普通のお友達と年越しって感じで。
We didn't want anyone seeing us, so it was a huge pain getting back to the dorm from the shrine though.
お正月も楽しんでたみたいだね。戻ってこないのは向こうでダラダラしてるだけかと。
Well, I did stay back to lounge around, but I'm grateful for the storm front that swept in out of nowhere and kept the princess at bay.
いいなあ、お姫様。しかもあの天才ピアニストのシルビア王女。羨ましいなあ。いいこと多いでしょ。シルビア様と一緒だと。
More or less. She occasionally treats me to crazy good meats and stuff.
それもいいけど、もっと音楽的なさ。シルビア様、世界的に有名なピアニストなんだよ。
The sukiyaki we ate on New Year's was thousands of yen per gram though. That's
でも、
crazy.
それより音楽の芸術のその。
You good?
認めます。いいなあ、豪華すき焼き。そこが一番いいなあ。
What did you guys do at home for New Year's Eve?
モール君がいないから今年は3人で普通におそば。おそばだけじゃ消化が良すぎて、夜中にマシラ先輩たちと初詣行った時買い食いしすぎちゃったよ。
I wonder if we're gonna get more stuff with the friends in this game. I'm curious. The thing about expensive meat is that its fate is totally different. It's like it outright melts.
詳しく言わなくていいよ、悔しいから。
Cries and broke.
それよりもっと普段のこと聞かせて。どうなの？ 10月からのノーブル学園での生活は。
Normal?
普通なわけないでしょ。ノーブル学園だよ。現代の貴族が集まる場所なんだよ。
That is true. Nobody really is normal there so far.
絶対何かあるはずだよ。もうシンデレラ的な、ローマの休日的な、暇を持て余した王侯貴族のアドベンチャール的な。
Chicken, what are you talking about? Calm down. What was that last one supposed to be? Adventure? Let me think. First, the classes are overwhelmingly difficult. I can't even begin to keep up with them.
やっぱノーブルってそうなんだ。偏差値70超えてるって言うもんね。
It also really is just chock full of nothing but rich kids. The guy who sits next to me is stupidly rich and his family owns Mitsubishi Corporation. You know, the one that makes the planes and stuff.
失礼のないようにね、オロくん。やだよ、私。お父さんが急に謎の力で職を失う
Oh,
と
he
か。
happens to be a worker of theirs? I don't think that would happen. Actually, the father of one of my juniors I hang out with is totally one of those types.
あれって？
He's got a shaved head, huge scars in 3 different places on his face, wears a gold necklace, and I saw a tattoo around his neck.
失礼のないように。
As a practical joke a while back, we rolled him up in a futon. You think that ticked him off?
やめて。怖い情報はなしで。
Well, I'd imagine Sylvie would protect me if it came down to it. Otherwise, it's an extremely ordinary school. I transferred in October, so by the time November came around... we're doing more reminiscing, I see. Noble Private Academy. It was an up-and-coming school for rich kids where all of the upper echelons of Japan wanted to get into. So much so that the princess of a foreign country was confidently invited to attend. A person with my scholarly abilities would normally never be admitted in a million years, but that part had been taken care of, thanks to Sylvie's royal influence.
学園の中ってどうなの？やっぱりすごい？
Yeah, for sure. It's sparkly all over the place. Of course, it was still an academy though, so its facilities themselves were normal. There were sports clubs out running around enthusiastically in the field every single day. 90% of the students on campus prioritized having fun. Well, there was also plenty of strict girls who would say, keep noble character when having fun too, but if you asked if it was normal, then it was. And if you asked if it wasn't, I'd say the same. Something like that anyway.
お友達はできた？
Yeah, I guess.
おらおらおらおら、見て見て、これ新しいメロンパン、すっごく美味しいの。
Yeah.
姫様、まさかまたお昼休みに学校を抜け出したので？
Ah, yes, good times.
怒らないのエル。今回は大丈夫。エキスナに頼んで買ってきてもらっただけ。
そうですか。
姫様、七星堂とル・アマンゼのメロンパンはこちらに置いておきますね。それで駅前の栄光のパンロードに出ていたのがこちらで、あとカンパンマンミュージアムで売られていたメロンパンヌちゃんのセットが
多すぎます。
ねえねえバーヤさん、ついでに頼んどいた私のナックリブのセットも買ってきてくれた？
はい、こちらです。どうぞ。一マス様はビッグナックでしたね。
Thanks for that.
センキュー。学校で食べるジャンクフーズ、ほんと好き。
何よりです。
こっちはこっちでもう。
エルチンは硬いけど、ジーヤさんとバーヤさんはこういうとこ融通が利くよね。
私はボラル紅茶はエロいな体調と違い、まず姫様のご意志を第一に置きますゆ
エルには感謝しているけれど、エキスナたちにも別の意味で助けられているわ。
もう。
You struck a pretty good balance, huh? Incidentally, you look pretty young, Exna-san. Are you really okay with being called Grammy?
本人にはそう紹介されたよ。
私エキスナはシルビア様直属のこの世の中でも護衛主体のエロいな隊長と違い、身の回りのお世話、特に給仕を担当しています。
So is that a yes?
主君に最も近しい召使いを日本語では男ならジーヤ、女ならバーヤと呼ぶのでしょう。
Alright.
ならバーヤとお呼びください。
Do you get the implication of Grammy in our language?
すいません、日本語の勉強ではそこまでは。
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
いただきまーす。あ、バーヤさん、お題ここに置いとくね。
What does that mean?
はい。ところでバーヤは撤回しても良いでしょうか？
ナックですか。久しく食べていないな。
そうなん？
Want half? I'll take some of your lunchbox too, though.
ポテトでよければどうぞ。私の摂取カロリー減らして減らして。
ありがとうございます。では遠慮なく。このポテトと言いつつじゃがいも1、油9の食べ心地。久しぶりだ。
It's not a huge shocker that the people at this academy don't have much exposure to McD's. I'm more surprised by you saying in ages. So you have eaten it before?
そうだね。ヒクちゃんはこういうジャンクは無縁の人生だと思ってた。
ナックはたまに食べますよ。ショッピングモールやデパートの建設を計画するとき、ほぼ確実にテナントに名乗りを上げますからね。説明会などで軽食用に配られるのです。
That's crazy in scale.
その年でモール作ってるんかい。
教室でナックとはやはり庶民は下品だな。
Ah, yes. What's got your panties in the twist?
ナックを近づけるな。その酸化した油、僕たち貴族には匂いでも公害だ。
Not very sophisticated of you to say. Kikuchiyo's way more of a noble than you are, and you don't see him
う
complaining.
るさい。六音寺君は格上すぎて特別だが、貴族にナックは合わないんだ。
なんでこんなイライラしてるん？
西郷くん、ナックにはちょっとトラウマがあって。
Okay. Did Ronald McDonald get a little curious with him or something?
くそー、あの店員、何がスマイル0円だ。スマイルお願いしますって冗談で言っただけなのに、あんなバカにした顔で、くそー。
What? They went with the smiles are free routine? Restaurants get a ton of customers like you, so they've started taking smiles off the menu entirely, too.
チクショー。
Okay.
楽しくやってるんだね。
At the end of the day, it's still school. If you put a bunch of people around the same age together, they will eventually go with the flow, then go on about studying, lineage, or whatever.
ネットじゃ悪いこといっぱい書いてあったよ。庶民は貴族から
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of
差
that.
別とか
Oh yeah.
なんとか
Discriminated. Yeah, I guess that does happen. You guess?
やっぱそうなんだ。
It's tough to make friends with them, but it's all the same once you do. It's not like they absolutely hate us or anything. No, they do.
どうかした？
Yeah. I should say, there aren't many of them that outright hate us. It certainly wasn't zero. Unfortunately.
市松さん、
Mm-hmm. Yes.
昼休みとはいえ、ちょっと静かにしていただけますかしら。さっきから耳障りなんですけど。
Yes, miss. Ugh. What awful person to get caught by. I looked over and saw Sylvia and Reina were too busy talking to our classmates to notice us. She knew that and likely took advantage of that fact.
庶民の食卓は騒がしいとは聞きますけれど、あなたを見ていると本当なんでしょうね。はあ、生まれついての寄生というものは仕方ないとして、食事中にうるさいというのがいかに迷惑かくらい、庶民の方も存じていると思いましたけど。ああ、お気になさらないで。あなたの食卓が耳障りで不快でも、
Why bring it up?
私は一向に構いません。ただこのノーブルに通う間くらいは他人の迷惑に気を使ってほしい
Okay.
というだけです。
Okay. Dang her. I give her an opening for a single second and she starts badgering me.
彩香さん、騒いでいたのは僕たち全員で。
Kiku-chan, thank you.
は？
Weak. The guy covering for me instantly got KO'd with a single glare.
あらあら、六音寺君にまで気を使わせてしまいました。困りましたね、市松さん。食事は和やかに行うべきなのに、誰かさんが騒いだせいでみんなが嫌な思いをします。元凶は誰なんでしょうね。
I'll be careful from that one. I was consistently her one and only target. She ignored Kikuchiyo, who ran off at some point, Saigo, and even Yamamoto, and hid me while my defenses were down. This woman was a hassle. Jogasaki Ayaka, my natural enemy. Ah, yes, yes. I still respect her a little more, though, after the last game. Noble Private Academy, a school jam-packed with modern-day nobles. It was a single building in which nobles and commoners gathered, so conflicts in pedigree and value systems were bound to happen. But those of us in attendance were modern-day nobles and commoners, plain and simple. There was no bullying like you'd see in old European flicks, such as commoners being treated like servants, blatant discrimination or disparities that often led to people getting their hair chopped off, or anything like that. This woman, however, was the major exception. What's her deal anyway? She was nasty toward the entire commoner class to such a degree that I'd say she was just hateful rather than simply being discriminatory. It didn't amount to irrational violence or anything. It wasn't entirely true that we were in the wrong for being too loud. But no matter how trivial the mistake, she would nag and complain and beat me down mentally. I was used to it now. She nearly did me in back when I first transferred in. I'm just surprised that bro let it go on for so long. Like, he could have a long time ago just tell her like, hey, you need to kindly leave me alone.
六音寺くんたちはあちらへ行ってしまいましたね。市松さん、彼らとはお友達でしょ？どうでしょう？あちらで食べては。
Right. She was implying I moved the bee out of her line of sight. Guess I wasn't totally used to it, after all. For that matter, the worst thing about this woman was...
あら？どうしたのオーラ？ここで食べないの？
ええ、男子のお友達と集まって食べるんですって。クルス・クラウンさんは今日はパンですか？どれも美味しそうね。
わかる？聞いて聞いて、あやか。あのね、このメロンパンナちゃん特製メロンパンは。
Dorosaki began talking to Sylvie like it was only natural. Off and on, she would give me a look that said, "Get lost already." Dang it. The most problematic thing about this woman was how she could ruthlessly torment someone she hated while making sure those she liked didn't notice. Well, no. Other than Sylvie, who was as innocent as could be, everyone else did notice to an extent. Reina seemed to have gotten the gist of the situation and grinned at me like, did she do something to you? Even as I shrugged my shoulders in affirmation, all I could do was to get out of my seat. With that, I was done here. This was it, the most annoying thing about this woman. The relentless harassment. There were even those who took notice of her torment. However, once they pieced it together, she wouldn't let things escalate to the point where they could back me up. In fact, she avoided it with almost perfect precision. Her crisis management skills were exceptional. She could sniff it out. She had an outstanding talent for avoiding making enemies, even as she actively antagonized others. Talk about a terrifying woman. Luckily though, thanks to that sharp nose for trouble, she wouldn't pursue me as long as I distanced myself. Afterward, I transitioned into an ordinary lunch.
もうやめなよ、あやか。いちいち市松くんに絡むの。
Finally, they made a freaking character person animation for this woman. She's popped out a few times in the last game for sure. And I was always like, where's the character? Where's the character? Boom, there she is. Finally. Thank you, Manako.
騒音に注意するのはいいですけれど、それで食事中に言い争いしていては本末転倒です。
そうね。その点は反省すべきだわ。
Were you actually though?
食事中に庶民の顔なんて見たから。
相性悪いね。
気に入らないのよ。市松オーロ。クルス・クラウンさんはおろか、いつの間にかリアにまで取り入って。しかも最近じゃ寮に馴染み出してすらいるわ。
それはまあ、この前の連休で綾香がいないとき、彼大活躍だったから。
ま、唯一の男手ということで頼りにされたというのは運が良かったわね。
Oh, you're one of those. All men are the same kind, huh? Interesting.
でももう元の生活に戻ったんだから、みんなも早く目を覚ますべきよ。
まあね
え。メゴ、あなた最近なんだか市松さんに好意的じゃなくて？
Who wouldn't be favorable of us?
いや、そんなことは普通だよ、普通。庶民だから差別することもないし、仲良くもないし。
Manako, just say you do.
ならいいけど、寮のみんなも早く目を覚ましてほしいわ。庶民といって別に身分で差別する必要はないけれど、連中と我々は別物、別の人生を送っているのだから、まず分けて生活するべきよ。でなきゃお互いに嫌な思いをするわ。あの時みたいに。
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't like that cliffhanger? What the heck, man? not cool.
つまり
Meaning, I've been Jogasaki.
綾香に綾香されたか。そりゃ運がなかったな。
I was still irritated about what happened this afternoon and whined about it when I got back. She's so... Dang it!
はいはい落ち着け。ほら夕焼けが綺麗だぞ。
Oh, that's a good idea. It won't be enough to erase the emotional scars from today.
じゃあ帰れよ。俺一人で静かに見たいし。綾香も言ってたんだろ。耳障りなやつがそばにいると、それだけでその時間が壊される。
And I'm reflecting on that.
綾香は基本正論しか言わない。ムカつくのはわかるが、一応肝には銘じとくんだな。
Okay.
まあ正論を盾にネチネチの槍でじっくりねっとり時間の許す限り刺してくるんだけどな。
That's right. That's the problem. Deep down, I knew she was right. And Ayaka knew she could milk it for all of she was worth because she was right. That's ultimately what it boiled down to.
性格悪いよな。
Absolutely.
だから俺とはうまくやれんのかもな。
As always, Ria had made her way to the top of the water tank. Naturally, I followed after her. This was the best spot to watch the sun set in the lake after all. Ria had found this place and I was the only one she told about it. Once again, we found ourselves here again today. Why you even talk to her anyway?
ああ。そりゃまあお互い利害の一致というか、こっちはどうでもいいんだけど、あいつはなんだかんだよくしてくれてるというか。
Their interests aligned?
どうでもいい。
Ria seemed to have lost interest and plopped her favorite treat in her mouth. I turned my attention back to the sunset, knowing full well there was no reason to push the subject any further. The waning sun was extraordinarily beautiful. That was enough to make some of the gloom from this afternoon up and disappear. The more I got used to life at Noble Academy, this scenery included, the more comfortable I became. The only issue was that horrible woman. That's right. She was a horrible woman for a while, huh? Ah.
なんであんちゃん毎日車で学校に来るの？
よく知らないけど、お母さんが大金持ちと結婚したからってママが言ってた。
はあ、なりきりってやつ？
気持ち悪い。
そんな車はおじいさまが今度からこれで行けって言うから。
Unsurprisingly, that she got bullied as a kid. Makes sense why she's the bully now.
なりきんなんじゃん。
なりきん、なりきん。
Huh? An Ayaka animation? That is new. I like it though. Look at her. She's mean, but she's fine.
夢か。
Grumble, grumble.
どうでもいいわ。あんな昔のこと。今頃三流校で薄い財布の小銭を数えながら三流大学に漁ってる連中のこと
That's where the hatred came
思い
from.
出してやるだけ時
From
間が
the
無駄よ。
broke people. Got it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So Oto's talking to Chicken Nugget about all this thing, his experience at Noble, the bully at Noble, which is Ayaka. But why are we getting this whole thing with Ayaka if Oto is like supposedly talking to Chicken Nugget? You see why that doesn't make sense to me? I hope someone explains. Someone please explain. Please, please. I would appreciate it.
私はあいつらとは違う。生まれつき違うんだもの。
Yup. Oops. Sorry, Ayaka.
記憶に留めておいてやる庶民なんて。
Did Oto bully her? Wait, no. She doesn't know Oto is Ichi from back then. Never mind, never mind. Well, she didn't know until the end of the last game. She finally found out. But like, I'm assuming right now she doesn't know. That was gonna be the thumbnail. Oh boy. Felt refreshed. Compared to all of those nobles, I, Ichimatsu Odo, was going to get a hot head. Whenever that happened, I made a point in taking some time to myself to chill out. How, you ask? Please don't make me say it. Oh, I think I know how. Yup, thank you for your service. I clicked the X button and the squirming lady with the long black hair vanished from the screen. That was exactly what I needed to release some of that pent-up frustration. Human beings were such simple creatures. We could relieve stress from something so simple. Soldiers should just rub on up. Soldiers should just rub one out first before going into battle. Wars would cease to exist if that sort of international treaty were put into place. You have PTSD? Just rub one off. Beating your meat was the best way to reduce stress. Not to mention 99% of my stress these days was caused by that woman. Despite her crummy personality, she was incredibly fine. Indeed. Especially her hair. Her long black hair. Alright, buddy. Chill. I had a surplus of blondes, but I can say this with absolute certainty. Black hair rules. It's the best. The best! The majority of the erotic goods in my room featured long black hair, after all. Jogasaki was a major thorn in my side, but I couldn't possibly ignore those long black locks. She stressed me out like no tomorrow, but I could easily get it out of my system come nighttime. Forget getting it out of my system. Today was, well, you know, one more time, and it'd be one of those days. Yahoo, he said. Whoa, I was startled by the sudden chime from my phone. Who was it? It was the middle of the night. I checked, and... oh? Ria, what's up? It's fine. Something up? Oh no, I forgot about her hearing. Yeah, what about it? Right? Hmm? Sorry. Ah, dang, dude. That's terrible. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. Yeah, of course. I won't watch anymore. I'll stop. Yup. I like how she's so cool about this. It's too embarrassing. Sure. Oh. Ah! This type of stress, the kind I couldn't relieve myself of, was a huge pain. Oh no. Curse thy thin walls. So yeah, if I had to say, I do have a natural enemy of sorts. I gave her a brief rundown about Jogasaki. I, obviously, kept my nighttime activities a secret. Hard to please doesn't cut it. She's a demon. A demon! Yeah. Huh? Really? Best friends? How do y'all not know each other if y'all were best friends? That's crazy. Oh yeah, I guess I was. Nope, I've forgotten all about her until just now, actually. Ah-chan?
覚えてないの？ほら、オーロくんと結婚するって言ってた。
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a single bell.
まあ、小学校前の記憶なんてよっぽどインパクトのある子じゃないと無理だよね。
Considering the Ayaka from middle school had slipped my mind at that. Yeah. Bring up stuff even further than that wasn't likely to click.
その城ヶ崎さん、寮でも一緒なんだよね。寮では大丈夫なの？
Good question. She was scary at the start. The dorm is more or less a safe zone at this point. Like I said before, she loves to argue, but she usually backs off if she's got nothing to whine at me about. She doesn't really complain as long as I'm on my best behavior.
寮の中では礼儀正しくしてるんだ。
It's not like I've got a choice.
よろしくてゲロ。礼節というものは身につけるものではございません。本
Yes.
来自身の内側からにじみ出てしかるべきものです。
Yes.
私はそうなるためのレッスンをするだけ。礼儀礼節について教えるようなことはいたしません。あなたがおのずから見出すことが寛容ですわ。よろしくて。
Yep. Picks nose.
下品。
Ow! She's giving me the whip again today.
ゲロ、あなた曲がりなりにもお姉様のご友人ではございませんの？
Yeah, we're friends.
お花をおほじり遊ばすプリンセスの友人なんて聞いたことがありませんわ。
She snapped, understandably. Sorry. Nose picking was obviously over the line. I figured if I was absurdly impolite at first, then acted normally after, that would make it feel like I'd successfully gained some manners.
本当ですの？
Good try. Yeah, of course. Wipe. I don't usually do stuff like this.
その手を平気でズボンで拭ってる時点で説得力ございませんわ。
Grumble.
今日もカミニャンの雷が落ちてますな。
カミナルさん、私には優しいんですけど、先輩にだけは厳しいですよね。
まあシルビーのことがあるけんね。
愛の無知ですね。私、そういうの好きです。
おお、さすが体育会系。あかねちん、こっちおいで。はい。痛い。なんで急に乳首を。唐突に乳首をつねって痛がらせ、
Yes, the twister.
そして唐突にそっと撫でる。神経が尖っていつもより感度高くなるんだってどうだい、あかねちん。これが先輩の愛の無知だよ。
レーナ先輩。
Oh god.
調教よ、それは。おや、あやかっち、おはようさん。おはよう。眠そうだね。ちょっと昨日遅くまで。なんでもない。ちょっとそこに正座なさい。
Scold.
さらに揉めてる。まったくうるさいわね。庶民に貴族のしきたりを教えるなんて
Okay.
時間の無駄だわ。まああれもカミニャンの愛ってやつでしょ。そうね、それが無駄。オーロにうるさく言うのは同じでも、あやかっちとカミニャンじゃ全然違うんだね。私はうるさく言っているつもりはありません。ただ常識のない庶民に普通のことを説いているだけ。よろしくてゲロ。
Yes. Mina-chan said that quietly, looking understandably worn out after all the yelling she'd done at me.
上流階級への道は厳しい登山です。普段の平坦な道とは違う。何倍も疲れるし、何倍も痛い思いをするでしょう。しかし登り切った時には必ずやあなたがこれまで見たことのない景色がありますわ。
上流階級。それはお金持ちの同義語ではありませんわ。自らを上流、気高い存在であるとの自負を背負う者を指すのです。
You mean it's acting cool?
似たようなものです。上流階級になれとは申しません。しかしその視点を知っておくことは必ずや意味があるはずです。
I must say, I like what they're doing with the animations where they're looking at you kind of like to the side like that. I don't know what it is, and I'm not sure what the word is to describe, but I feel like it makes it more immersive. It makes it a little more immersive, kind of. Am I the only one that feels that way?
お分かりかしら。
Yeah, I guess so. I know you're telling me this because you want what's best for me. You're right. I'll work hard at it. It's not like there are any drawbacks to me taking it to heart.
よろしい。愛だね。うんうん。バカバカしい。おっぱいがジンジンする。では今日はまず教養を育てていただきますわ。花の勉強をいたします。
Flowers?
花は人類最古の装飾品。大抵の場所に飾られていますゆえ、それを知るだけで誰とでも話題に困りませんの。DVD を持ってまいりました。
Oh no, not a
コン
DVD
トローラーはどこですの？
about flowers and stuff. Oh, over here. Over there. I said as I turned the TV on. Mina-chan, grab the remote.
イジェクトボタンはどこです？あ、再生を押しちゃいましたわ。
あ
あ
It picked up where I left off yesterday. Don't worry about it, Mina-chan. Once I swap out the DVD. Uh-oh. Poor thing.
愛とかは知らねえけど、単純にうるさいのは間違いなくこっちだな。
Why is it on DVD also?
寮ではそんな感じなんだ。
Yeah.
いきなりエッチなビデオが出てきたあたり、オールくんらしいよ。
No shame at all. Not slick at all. There was no need for me to tell her that last part, was there?
ねえ、シルビア様相手にもそうだけど、お願いだから神なる様に恥ずかしいとこ見せないでね。国際的な恥だからね。
Yes, chicken nugget. I know that. You don't need to keep reminding me.
これがオールくんの近況なんだ。
Oh, this was back when I had only been at Noble Academy for a month or so. Even crazier stuff has happened in the last month.
そうなんだ。
My life at school and the dorms were exactly as I just told it, but there was a fairly major change at the start of December. Ah yes, more reminiscent. Is the entire game gonna be like that? I hope not. The biggest of which was, without question, that's a lie, he.
どうもお久しぶりです。相馬リアです。
Yeah.
驚いたでしょ、オーロ。相馬くんよ。相馬くんがいたの。
Are they on drugs? Really now? That is a shocker.
久しぶりだね、オーロくん。シルビーともそうだけど、こんなところで会えるなんてとっても奇遇だな。
Yeah, sure is. Lovely coincidences sure do happen.
そうよね、そうよね。びっくりよね。しかもオーロ、相馬くんたらなんと今ノーブル学園に通っているのよ。びっくりでしょ、驚いたでしょ。
Ah, holy smokes. I'm positively bewildered.
まったくだ、まったくだ。
なんだか二人とも様子が変よ。あ、まさか二人とも。
Oh, right.
ギクギク。
驚きすぎちゃって声が出ないのね。
Yeah, that's exactly what it
私
was.
も最初はそれくらい驚いたわ。
Yep. Thank goodness Sylvie was who she was. She had learned of Rio's identity and had called us here today. I had to keep the fact I'd already known a secret, though.
あ
ゲロとお隣にお住まいの相馬さんじゃありませんか。
Mina, why'd you have to say that? Why?
みんな相馬くんのことを知ってるの？ゲロウのお友達でしょ。お隣にお住まいで
Mina, shut up.
ちょくちょく一緒に下校して
Oh my god, stop talking. Literally shut up. Thank you, Mina. Thank you for.
良くてよろしいことだと思っていましたわ。
Yep.
どういうこと？オーラ、相馬くん。
Oh, well, she's my next door neighbor and we became friends. She's the same Soma we played with when we were little. I'm shocked, I tell you.
それは無理だと思うぞ。
なんだ、気づかなかったのね。ダメね、オーラ。
通じるんかい。
Thank goodness Sylvie was who she was. No matter how you looked at it, the three of us had been reunited thanks to Sylvie's surprise.
でも、先に知ってたんじゃ、びっくりは半分ね。
Sure did.
オーラのとびきり驚いた顔が見られると思ったのに。
Go ahead and set that aside until your next surprise.
じゃあ、クリスマスパーティーの催し、サプライズメインに切り替えようかしら。
Christmas party?
言ってなかったかしら。今日はその相談のために集まってもらったのよ。相馬くんにお願いがあって。
お久しぶりです、市松さん。
What?
ほらほら、サプライズ大成功。
Ah, yes, this again.
クリスマスのパーティーにあのマリア・ビショップを。さすがお姫様だね。そんな簡単に呼べちゃうなんて。
That was a surprise. And Ria, at that, would have thought.
相馬くん、リアちゃんが何？
Whoops. I shouldn't tell Chicken that Ria was Maria either. She told me as much, too.
誰にも言うんじゃねえぞ。わかったな。
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
オーラったらかしこまっちゃっておかしいな。
Why is it funny? Because of what you just told me.
たく、あんま言いたくなかったんだけどな。てめえ本当にバラすなよ。俺はマリア・ビショップと幼馴染でダチなんだぜ、へへーんとか言いふらしたら俺転校だからな。
I get the picture.
なんで泣きそうな顔？
Maria, the angelic Maria has a foul mouth.
知らねえよ。こっちが素だ。
Dang it! This isn't what my Maria's like. She's a modest, adorable, and fairy-like woman who could purify common ditch water into the waters of the Shimanto River with a single touch.
キモ。
Maria doesn't call people gross.
残念ながら言うんだ。キモいぞイチ。お前は今最高にキモい。マリア・ビショップの知るキモいファンナンバーワンだぞ。なんでちょっとニヤニヤしてんだよ。
Maria's chewing me out. This is nice in its own right.
ダメだこいつ。
ご歓談中ですがよろしいでしょうか。
She called over Maria for a quick chat. When I asked Sylvia about it, she said they were negotiating whether Maria would appear at the Christmas party she'd mentioned earlier. She instantly agreed to it, apparently.
了解しました。ボラルコーチェ。
Borrow coach.
龍造寺に連絡
Borrow
を
coach. Yes, sir.
かしこまりました。
Please do the laugh. No, he didn't do the laugh.
あっと、おい、くっつくなって。
やだ、こんなに嬉しいんだもの。相馬くん、もうキスしちゃう。チュッチュッチュ
ああ、もうやめろって。
Ria certainly acted bothered by Sylvie's behavior, but it didn't look like she was about to run away anytime soon. They really were two peas in a pod. I wasn't about to interfere either.
ー。お姉様あんなにお喜びになって微笑ましいですわね。
Sure is. Romance between two women really is a beautiful thing. I'm just gonna shut up and appreciate the view.
見つめる視線はみじんも微笑ましくございませんわね。
By the way, I wouldn't complain if you suddenly got jealous of your sister being taken away from you and suddenly jumped in between them.
お姉様のあの態度には多少ジェラシーですが、今の言葉で冷静になれましたわ。チュッチュー。はいはい、わかったって。
The most important thing was that Sylvie was happy.
偶然日本に来てみれば、なんとあの往路市松殿がこの邸宅に来ているという。
Okay, and?
彼は10年前、あのシルビーに大きな影響を与えた男。日本における
Why do you look
最重要
so
監視大使。
mad about that?
そして、
あのねヒロエ、日本でイチというとっても素敵な男の子に出会ったの。優しくて元気いっぱいで、私いっぱい勇気づけられました。だから新しい生活、エルやイロエがそばにいなくても私元気いっぱいにやっていけそうです。
お兄ちゃんがいなくても寂しくない？
ないです。
心の傷が。シルビーの恋路に最も近しい男、往路市松。身分も家柄もないシルビーの兄として、
Okay.
見極めてやる。
Why?
チュッチュー、大好きよだからもう。あらイロエ、日本に来ていましたの？
はい、仕事の都合で来てみましたが、しばらくは日本に滞在せねばならなくなりました。不詳この色へ、日本文化に対しまだあまりに無知です。市松殿がされているあの格好は女装男子というやつですか？それとも男の子？
Odo is transgender, yeah.
は？そっか、リアちゃんともうまくやれてるんだね。
Yes, I understood that he was talking about Rhea. Yeah, that reminds me. Rhea knows about you. She asked me, is Chicken doing good?
男友達だとばっかり思っちゃってたオーロくんと違って、ちゃんと女同士で接してた友達もいるってこと。町内会でやった慰問は、男の子は男の子、女の子は女の子が基本だったからね。オーロくん、もちろん覚えてるよね。
Stop, you don't have to remind us, bro. Jeez. I'd forgotten. I never imagined back in those days that Rhea was in such a horrible condition. I figured she'd recover from it and run around like the rest of us in no time. But... oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna do it. A brain tumor.
ああ。
Does that mean...
切除不可。現代医学だとどうして生きてるのかすらわかんねえって言われた。
Really? It was a confession that came out of the blue. In the course of trying to remember the past, I learned that the original point of that camp 10 years ago was the visit with a sick patient. Then, that steered the conversation forward. And you get the idea. Honestly, I was shaken. We all were. Sylvie must have known. She had an unusually cloudy look on her face.
目や耳は？味は？
Sorry, timer went off.
耳はいいままだ。心配すんな。どっちの声もよく聞こえてる。味覚はもうほとんどないな。甘い辛いくらいはわかるけど。
そう。
She had symptoms that severe?
目はどうだろうな。当時と一緒かな。
じゃあ、一応見えてはいる。
Okay, so earlier or the last episode I was talking about how, wait, why is Rhea here? Well, if he's telling Chica about all of this, then that means maybe in the time that he's telling Chica Nugget, all these things, she's no longer alive. Now that makes more sense.
ああ、お前の綺麗な髪の毛は特にな。よかった。
Hold up a sec. What do you mean? There was something out of whack with her vision? And something or other about hair?
相馬くん、生まれつきほとんどの色が判別できないんですって。
Okay, sorry for interrupting again, but man, okay, I think I'm just putting it together right now. There's a continuation of the common route from the last game, and the common route, it leads to her passing away still. And that's why she's telling Chicken Nugget all of these things. And then maybe the routes that are going to occur in this route will no longer have a real route. Now that makes more sense. He's just catching up Chicken Nugget. Because either way, and because in the last game it said that it was the true end anyways, where Rio passes and these two become a thing. So it does make sense. This makes so much more sense now. Yup. Huh?
色毛ってやつ、最近はいろいろ名前変えてるそうだけどな。世界のほとんどが白黒で見えてる。
Rather than all the tumor talk that was hard to wrap my head around, this came as the biggest shock to me. She elaborated further and it didn't sound like she was completely colorblind. The one color she could see was gold. Really? We watched that movie together a while back. How was that for you?
画面が光ってれば見えるよ。字幕も下の画像と混じってなければ読める。
Come to think of it, I guess there had been times where she couldn't quite keep up with what was happening on screen. That's how it is. Man, you should have told me. I need to mentally prepare myself for this stuff too, you know?
あれ、10年前にも言ってなかったっけ？
Huh? For real? I mean, as far as that goes, about all I can say is sorry at this point. How about that? You can't see colors.
別に不便はしてねえけどな。
Rhea shrugged her shoulders in her usual bitter way. So with you being colorblind, does it make it difficult to tell what color traffic lights and stuff are? Or are you able to manage okay in general?
ああ、だから信号があるとこは避けてる。
So it is an inconvenience. Then again, not many cars came through a town this rural, and she likely avoided going into the city whenever possible.
一応どれが光ってるかはわかるから、赤信号はわかるんだけどな。青、特に緑のは全く見えないから怖いわ。周りに人がいればその人についていくだけなんだけど。
You can see red lights, but not green ones.
暗い色は光ってるかどうかすらわからないんだよ。赤や黄系統は光ってるのはわかるけど、青信号は苦手。特に完全な青なら逆に薄暗いから見やすいんだけど、緑だと困る。完全にわかんねえから。
Oh yeah, there are blue traffic lights, even though green is more common. Nearly all pedestrian lights were green.
色彩だと緑は中間色だから、そのあたりの色は一番認識しにくいのね。
そうみたい。中間がどうのは知らねえけど。
Colors that humans could visually perceive transition in sequence from red, yellow, green, blue, violet to the light intensity. Rhea could see red and yellow quite well compared to blue and violet. Since those colors were tough for her to see, that actually made it possible for her to recognize them. But she apparently had a hard time seeing green since it landed smack dab in between red and violet. Green lights was a no-go, huh?
まあ、そもそも外出ねえから関係ないけど。
Rhea said with a forced grin. That's not something you should be smiling about, Rhea. What should I do now? It looked like she wanted to drop the conversation, but she clearly had more to say. How does this affect your lifespan?
知らん。9年前に切れてるはずなんだが、まだ生きてる。
That's amazing.
だろ？明日にはどうなってるか知らねえけどな。
That's gotta be rough. That's not the kind of comment you can just laugh off. What the heck should I say in a situation like this? I wanted to know if she was in pain, or if there was any way to cure her. I knew it was pointless to ask the second I saw Sylvie's face. If so, then this is what I should say. I get the idea. So, live as much as you can. I won't tell you to live a long life, so just live as much as possible. The three of us finally got to see each other again. This is kind of a tiny miracle in itself. The three of us all wound up in the same place at the same time a decade later. We're live witnesses that miracles happen. It'd be a huge waste if you were to die now. We're adults now. There's tons more fun we can do than 10 years ago. Heck, we couldn't even leave the campsite back in those days. So go enjoy everything there's out there. Just be careful not to die today or tomorrow. If you die, Sylvia and I will be super sad. Keep it as far off as you can. Her face had been calm up until then, and somewhat forcibly kept expressionless, but she finally broke into a smile. Was what I'd said been okay? I wasn't sure, but I imagined it probably was given her lighthearted appearance. Silly goose, that's the same person. Huh? Whoa! Sylvie hugged me out of the blue. Maybe not so much a hug, a front choke. She had a tight hold on my neck. Well, what's up, Sylvie? Why the sudden grappling technique? Why? What's she doing? Next, I felt an impact against my back. Rhea? She clung up to me. Well, what sort of technique were they trying to pull on me? It's kind of scary. I didn't know, but went without turning to Rhea due to Sylvie's grip on me. Rhea clung to me and rubbed her face back and forth against my back. What is that all about? I knew what was happening to me, but there wasn't any real reason to put me in a guillotine choke, was there? Oh well, may as well just take it. What is happening? I'm so confused. Huh? What's up? Oh, it's nothing. Anyhow, that's roughly it. Things are going great with Sylvia and Rhea. So he didn't mention the sick... Hold on, I need to look on the log. I am now confused. So, not a hug, a front choke. She had a tight hold on my neck. And then... So like a group hug? I don't even know. I'm so confused. I'm having fun at Noble Academy. Thanks, chicken. Yep, I'm doing fine. Aside from studying, that is. In the end, studying is just convenient training and brainwashing by adults. All to cause children pain and raise us to be subservient. Yep. Don't. Don't. Same. That's where we're gonna save it. And my camera just died. Oh no. Okay, well, camera's back on. Anyways, it was a good episode. At this point, I think I have an idea of how they're gonna do this. Just, I'm assuming, because obviously, you know, there's routes. This is the common route, and the common route is him just explaining what's gonna happen. And obviously, they're not gonna about to make us play like to the point on the common route where Rhea dies again. I think it would make more sense, and I'm sure this is what they're going for. I think or this is what they're doing. I think, but my guess is that Oro is telling Chicken Nugget about everything that happened in the common route, and the common route Rhea also dies. I think is my prediction. I don't know, and there will be an actual Rhea route. I don't even know. But that's my prediction for the most part. Like, this is all just a looking back at the common route, you know, because obviously we could already put together that Rhea dies because, you know, that's the true end and blah, blah, blah. But it was a good episode. Sorry. I do apologize. I feel like, you know, I know there's some of you that are like, just play the game, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, I don't know. But you know what? You're in the VitaminDStain channel, and I'm going to do a lot of stuff like this, so get over it. Again, I just can't help but just ask questions and be like, wait. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. And I am very, very, very much looking forward to the Mina and especially Ayaka's route. I believe someone had given me a guide on how I should play the routes. And I wanted to give him a quick shout out too, because he took the time to find me on Insta and send me a message. And shout out to Korea. If you're watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Korea said, I apologize if I'm butchering that too, by the way. But that person said, for the best golden time experience, number 1, you will have common route. Choices here don't matter. Number 2, you will have Ayaka and Mina route. Order is up to you. Number 3, after finishing these 2, you will unlock the true route. But don't do it yet. 4, read all 7 short stories. 5, play true route. 6, click extra and the end. And then after that, they were like, oh wait, you didn't finish the first game though. Go back to Sylvie's route. And this was one of the people that told me about the whole extra and the true end on the first game. So Korea, thank you so much. One of several people that told me about the whole extra end or the true end on the last game. And now that guide that this person sent, I'm definitely gonna go buy it on this, you know, because I just have to. And I'm going to trust that this is the way. And so far, I actually do agree with it, though. Like, I would want to play everything, and obviously the most important at last. Because to me, the most important is the true route, you know, which has to do with Sylvia, I'm sure. And, well, Rhea is most likely dead. Makes sense. So, with that being said, that's all I have to say. Once again, I'm really looking forward to it. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and share this video with your homies. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, I'll see y'all guys in the next video. As always, y'all stay safe, and until next time, guys.